Student uses Andrew Tate rhetoric on teacher. People are saying like Andrew Tate is going to come back and it's going to blow up again. Assuming they don't push charges or press charges. Although that I still can't tell if it's more or less likely they're going to right now.
Rebel dude's like doing that shift, and I think it's like an actual smart business plan. Okay,
there's one story I left out. I found it very I don't know.
I can't,
like
bro. She looks like a. How do you find? Oh, actually, I can't even ask you that because you're not gonna fuck up the thing.
Yeah, how whatever. Ask me. What is the question?
No, because be honest, I don't think you can just say anything.
I can say whatever the I want to say. Of course I can.
So tell me about these.
Student uses Andrew Tate rhetoric on teacher.
Getting out of hands these days.
I've had enough of this. This punishment stuff is going to stop.
This is a troll. This
I am now the alpha.
Bro. Not how this works. I am the teacher.
The alpha takes priority over the teacher. The alpha takes priority over everything. Do you not know how that works?
The real thing is, this kid here, Europeans are laughing, but Americans are shivering in fear. If this was some jacked alpha Chad, he might beat the shit out of the teacher, but this kid looks like he's about to pull out an AR-15.
The teacher is telling the alpha to sit in his seat right now.
And the alpha doesn't have to listen to orders from its lower.
Well, you don't have to listen, but the consequences that follow are going to still apply to the alpha.
The alpha doesn't take punishment.
Let's see how well that works out for him, okay?
On Thursday, 17 students and 1 teacher were killed by... No, you know that I'm streaming.
Oh, are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Okay, word. That's fine. I'm not saying anything crazy, so I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even think... I'm sorry, because I'm on kick. Yeah, true. Let me just... Whew, okay. Yeah. Jeez, that was a close one.
Actually, I wanted to ask you a separate question, but you were going to say something before? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I have a new favorite clip of all time. One of my... I mean, right now, it might just be because it's fresh. But right now, it's like top 3 in my head.
Is it a Vlad?
No, it's a MrGirl. He's like, there was one more thing that I wanted to put in the article, but I didn't know where to make it fit. And I thought it was like, oh my god, this is the big one. This is where like the big rape accusation ever is coming from. This clip's like 1 minute 30 seconds. Watch this clip. It's so.
I'll take a look. Yo, why the f is he in the retro TV? What the f is going on with this clip?
Because that's just what he says.
That's what he says? Okay,
there's one story I left out. I found it very, I don't know.
I can't.
Like
bro, she looks like a trafficking victim being allowed to speak to her parents for the first time in years. Like, she looked like she was not.
Careful, he's going to start writing about you next, okay?
I don't care. They can all go. That is just a weird look. Anyways, let me keep looking.
Didn't seem appropriate to include. Somebody contacted me and said Destiny was doing a stream where he was playing chess, and he was asking the audience for suggestions on moves, and then he lost. And then after he lost, he said, "You guys screwed me over, giving me bad advice." And the guy who contacted me wrote in chat, "That's not cool of you to blame us for you losing the game." And Destiny banned him.
After a lifetime of playing chess,
probably it resonated with me because of the time after a lifetime of playing chess with my father, I finally beat him, and then he refused to keep playing with me. It just, I don't know, there's just something so sad.
Some part of me thinks he's just masturbating under the table
about
the
that.
whole time.
I don't know, dude.
Wait, why is he wearing a Bob H shirt? Is that for you?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You know, the only thing that makes this clip terrible is his slow cadence, as if he's about to say something serious.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. He's like, oh
Like,
shit. Some girl that didn't want to come forward accused him of rape. But then, yeah, it's just like, yeah, beat my pops in chess once. I feel like the red pill stuff is kind of gonna trend out in the next like year. It feels like it's kind of like lost a bit of steam.
You think so?
Yeah, people are saying like Andrew Tate is gonna come back and it's gonna blow up again. I feel like assuming they don't push charges or press charges, although I still can't tell if it's more or less likely they're going to right now. I feel like he's gonna come back. He's gonna get like a little bit more popular for a little bit, but then I feel like people are getting a bit fatigued by the red pill shit. But maybe not. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's been a lot.
I wonder. I'd like to believe that. I just don't know if I'm as confident. What gives you the idea that people are going to be fatigued? Why are you so confident?
I mean, like, things come and go on the internet trend shit. I don't think anybody like really stepped up to replace like Tate. Like, nobody like came in and is like, oh, I'm as popular as Tate now. Like, that never really happened. And I don't know. That's just like it's just like a very broad perception. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It's just like a very broad perception I have.
Do you feel like that happened to Trumpism?
A little bit, yeah. I think that you have to adapt I think that's something that's really important that I've been able to do because I'm here for 12 years, 13 years. Being able to adapt your stuff and staying culturally relevant is really important. You can't just harp on the same shit forever. Like, eventually you just become this like sad vestige of like, you know, angsty's past. Like, were you around for Gamergate?
Is that when the Anna Sarkeesian lady?
Yeah, and there was like all those anti-SJW people.
Sure.
And everything, yeah. It feels like there were people that made content about Gamergate. There was probably still some people that made content about Gamergate. Oh, like Sargon of Akkad, when shit was going down on the internet, tried to say like, oh, this is Gamergate version 2.0, and it's like, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's also we're hitting the stage too where there's like this critical mass of like infighting in the red pill community too, where all of these guys seem to hate each other now.
I think that's where the religious shift is coming from. I think the reason why the red pill folks are attaching themselves so much to Islam is because they're garnering a huge Islamic fan base. And I've just noticed so many Muslims come out of the woodwork to defend these.
Yeah.
I think that's a change in messaging that you were talking about. Think about it. We did not hear about this kind of stuff until a few months ago. And all of a sudden, Sneeko saying he's promoting Islamic principles. Like he said that a couple of days ago. Mm-hmm. You're hearing the Fresh and Fit guys bring it up more and more often. I see a lot of these like red pill dudes like doing that shift. And I think it's like an actual smart business plan in terms of garnering like more of a following.
Yeah, it could be.
Messaging? No,
I think it's smart for messaging and everything, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, I was just talking about this earlier, but do you think any of these people are being paid by like the Islamic states to do any of this stuff?
Good question. I wouldn't put it past them.
Because I heard, you know who Ali Dawa is?
I feel like I've heard the name before.
He's this guy who's basically, he said so. I was going to end up reacting to one of his videos because he said that apostates should be executed, which, you know.
I mean, that's pretty standard for...
Yeah, but he was saying it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, whoa. But yeah, I heard that he gets paid by folks from the Arab Peninsula to do some of his work.
Ooh, do you know who Hamas is?
Let me see.
He's some guy with like 2 million subs or some shit on YouTube, I think. He's like a red pillar guy. I'm sorry, Hamza. Hamza.
Oh, the guy who does the stretching and the yoga stuff.
Does he?
Yeah, he does like a lot of workout stuff and like self-improvement shit.
Oh, I didn't know that. Every video I've seen of him has always been like cringy red pill shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. He didn't strike me as that. He does like a lot of like purpose, find your purpose, you know, build yourself up. If you have low testosterone, do this. Like, I think it's more fitness than this red pill.
Are you sure? Did we, maybe he, oh wait, we're talking about two different people. Somebody said in chat.
Are you talking about Hamza? Hamza. He's got like 1.9 million subs.
Yeah. You think he does fitness stuff, does he?
He absolutely does. At least
for most of your life.
He talks about like, yeah, he does not, I don't know. I don't consider him traditionally red pill. I could be wrong.
Wait, is this the guy that I'm thinking of? Have I seen videos of this guy doing cringy? I feel like I have. He switched up his shit like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay, I'm looking at the most popular videos: how to build an aesthetic body, the perfect diet for health, how to actually win in a street fight, full self-improvement guide, how to fix your life as a young man, realistic morning routines you can try, don't end up like Sneeko,
how old are those videos though?
Some of them are 2 years, 3 years, 10 months.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm looking at like a couple months old and I'm seeing like, reminder, never make her your focus.
Interested in
This
what
is how to
both of
make
y'all
a girl
think about the
chase
permit
you, how to get out of the
Carrie
friend
about to
zone.
pass in Florida.
If you hate women, you've already lost. How a masculine man thinks. Are you attractive to women? The truth about attraction.
Okay. You think anybody talking about dating stuff from a man perspective is red pill?
No. I've watched videos of this guy where it's super red pill. No, I think you can talk about dating. That, you know who's actually decent? I'm going to be honest.
Because I'm looking at his most recent videos, like full $10,000 a month guide in 2023, a 4 life lessons my father taught me, monk guide, 4 steps to fix your life. You don't need experience with women. Fix your attachment style. Like, that doesn't sound red pill to me. Reject degeneracy, embrace God. Like, maybe that one, I guess.
Yeah, fuck. I'd have to find the video that I watched, I guess.
Okay.
If I ask you what percentage of men are incels, you'll probably say, like, 10%, 5%, 20%, something like that, right? Technically, 90% of men are incels. I will say this again. 90% of men are incels.
Does he think that 90% of men aren't having sex?
Because 90% of men aren't having sex, aren't dating. And out of that 90%, bro, there's not that many who are voluntarily doing that. Of these 90% of men, no matter if they're on monk mode or semen retention, bro,
I feel like I need at least one. I feel like I need one source of that.
If you get less than 10 matches a day on Tinder, which is more than 90% of men, then you're probably an incel. That's actually...
Less than 10 matches a day on Tinder? 10 a day on Tinder, my bro? Dude, if you're a guy and you're getting 5 matches a day on Tinder, you're fucking crushing it. What are you talking about? Holy shit.
Actually f***ed how many guys are in this group. And so there may be some kind of incel uprising.
Red pill video on why men are lonely.
Okay. I try to give everybody a fair shot, so I don't really watch this stuff, but it's not the way I perceive.
Sure.
What are you going to say?
What
Who does a
rites
good
of
job?
passage of...
Oh, Jesus. I don't remember, but...
You said someone does, you know who does a good job of red pill stuff or dating
Oh,
things?
I think that Playing with Fire guy is actually decent. He's like a pickup artist kind of guy, but he doesn't do like red pill shit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Or do you just
Yes,
disagree?
Yes.
Yeah, you can disagree. It's okay.
I don't watch this stuff. So I don't
Bigly.
know. If you say he does a good job, I'll take your word for it. I don't.
Well,
I haven't
hold
watched
on.
any-
Just from what I've seen, I don't vouch for anybody on the internet anymore. Okay, I'm taking a break from vouching for people. So
Has bitch your ass too many times.
I don't fucking know anymore, dude. You're okay. I think. Don't bite me in the ass, okay? You seem chill.
Hey, bro. Listen. I'll be honest with you. Most of these people online, I don't trust them for like anything. So
That's true.
if I put no stakes in them, then I'm not even surprised if they say something crazy. The only 2 people would surprise me are you and Expressions. If you guys ever did something, I would be a little bit thrown off.
Thanks. Well, don't worry. Those bodies are already buried.
I'd be like,
so.
"Hey, what'd you say? Who's he talking to?" I'd be calling you up like, "Hey, nigga, I just seen you on a podcast. The fuck is you?" Did you watch Sneaker's interview with Charlie?
I haven't seen it yet. No. How did it go?
I mean, Nico says the same stuff, but
Oh god.
you know, I actually agreed with him on Cuties. I think he did a poor job of defending it, but I actually agreed with him.
No, it's probably true. It's like one of the most defensible takes. Yeah. But
Yeah.
the funny thing is, that take is 100% a holdover from old Sneeko. If he would have watched that for the first time today, he would 100% be on like, oh, this is pedophilia, left-leaning, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to brainwash you into thinking it's okay to sexually... 100%.
Yeah, he also interpreted the movie wrong. I think you think this is about her returning to Islamic faith. That's not what it's about at all.
No, I don't even...
If you watch the movie, even her parents kind of toned down the Islamic stuff because actually her mom suffers as a result of being too involved in culture and religion and gets treated poorly, if I remember correctly. And when she comes back, she not necessarily embraces Islam as a whole, but she embraces some forms of modesty. She realized that she doesn't have to put herself all the way out there to be loved and accepted, and she finds a good balance. I think the jump rope scene is like evidence of that. It's like her balancing between being both like a Muslim and finding herself, and she's able to hop in between both and find a good balance.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that the only reason why he's doing the Islam interpretation is to make it congruent with his current views. That's literally it. I don't think he actually thinks about Islam. It's how to make it work right now with his red pill matrix bullshit.
Yeah, okay, that probably makes sense. Yeah, I was like, I someone asked me that. It's like, do you think it's okay to? And you notice that everybody who has like a very strong stance about the movie
has
like,
never seen it,
not watched it.
Yeah,
like the way they talk about it, like I asked, I'm like, how much like child nudity do you think is in the movie?
Yeah.
Like, dude, what do you think? Oh, they're wearing thongs and running around in circles. Like, that's not at all what happens.
Yeah.
Like, you can say some of it is very sexually suggestive and like feels uncomfortable, but vast majority of it is not like that. There's like only 1 or 2 scenes that made me like feel a little wincy, and they were not that long. So I don't know. When people talk about this is child pornography for like pedo baits and like.
Gotcha. So just to be clear, for the quote from my thumbnail, Abba says there's an acceptable amount of child porn in Cuties. Is that what you're?
This is what I said, and I told this to somebody recently. I said, listen, sometimes you got to sacrifice a few kids to save the many. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Oh, true. Based.
For the greater good, since we're on Kick and Rumble, let's just say it.
True. Sometimes you gotta rip a few kids.
Whoa!
In a video game. All right.
That is losing rhetoric. They're gonna clip this for you.
Listen. I've got too many people in my orbit that are the Cuties guy. I can't also be the Cuties guy, okay? I got Sneeko and MrGirl in my corner.
That's actually what she said to me. She said, oh, is that your take? I was like, yeah. She's like, you know who else agrees with that? MrGirl.
True.
And I looked at it, I'm like, so the take's still right. Him. But I appreciate the take.
Based.
I don't know. I remember leaving that movie and thinking to myself, I don't know, it just made me empathize a lot more with young women's experiences and like the pressures that they feel, because I don't think I've ever seen a movie, maybe you can give me insight into that gave you like a real look into some of the pressures that young women below the ages of 12 feel going through life, things that they actually have to go through. I can't think of a movie that accurately depicts that in any capacity.
We don't even have the life experience for it, because now the huge pressures for young women are social media, and that shit didn't even exist. Well, I don't remember how old you are. Wait, how old are you again?
We're similar age. I'm 32.
Okay, I'm 34. Okay, yeah, basically, yeah, because that didn't even really exist. And it's like study after study after study is coming out showing that like TikTok and Instagram and shit are destroying young women's minds. That like the comparisons and the photoshops and the plastic surgeries and everything is just like the most destructive thing in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we don't know that. Like, a study is one thing, but just more people are not going to resonate with that. But you show them a movie that accurately depicts things and like really shows you how vulnerable these little people are. And I don't know, for me it was really, I thought it was powerful, which is kind of weird to say, because when I went to the movie I didn't think anything of it, and then coming out of it, like, it really made me think about how I wanted to raise my kids if I ever had them, and like how young women do have to struggle. So I think it's good to have media that depicts that. I know I had conversations with men after that movie that I never had before. I've literally never talked about young women. Why would I, right? But that movie made me think about it. So I don't know, I just think when people shit on the movie and act like it's like the worst thing in the world or whatever, I'm just like, bro, shut the I've never heard none of you motherfuckers say anything about Dance Moms or any of these fucking nasty shows that they got on the Life Channel. But
yeah, I've been bringing that one up.
Minimal weird shots, and everybody wants to act like it's like a con for pedophiles. Like, just stop.
Yeah, I've been leading into that example a lot. That like nobody had problems with like toddlers and tiaras or any of this shit, but now everybody's like losing their mind over like the drag show whatever shit, and it's like if you were complaining the whole time, I'll believe you, but like if this is the first time you've opened your mouth about it, I don't think you give a fuck about any of this shit. It's all just like virtue signaling your political side.
People love sharing funny boo boo memes and think that shit's funny, but like, you think about it, that whole channel is just full of stuff where young kids are doing really, I don't know. I'm also a bit biased because I've been to a lot of dance competitions and events, and I've seen what they make young kids wear, and it's disgusting. I'm talking about little girls in underwear. I'm not talking about booty shorts. I'm talking about proper underwear and bras. I'm like, bro, this flat-chested girl's walking around with more skin showing than, and I'm like, why is this? But it's normalized, and so I've seen that, and I've always thought it was disgusting. And then I see this movie, and in comparison, the movie's super tame to what I've seen at most gymnastics events, swimming events, or anything like that. So I don't know. To me, it seems weird that this is the line that everyone has drawn, or this is the movie where everyone's like, you can't do this. Yeah. So that was the one take that he had that I actually agree with. Everything else, he was just rambling and saying nonsense. But
wait, Sneeko or MrGirl?
I don't even watch MrGirl, bro. I don't even know what the most saying. Is he still? Isn't that shit done? Nobody gave a fuck about the article.
Yeah, basically. But you know,
aren't you glad that it ended up this way?
Yeah, that I haven't actually like anybody, or yeah, I am pretty glad about that. Yeah.
I mean, I think you haven't. So I meant more so in terms of what the article says. Like, maybe you expected people who had beef with you to lie. Or
yeah, the biggest fear that I had was that I'd like avoid somebody, like I ghosted some girl or something stupid, and that she decided that she was going to come back and like get me for it. Like that was like the biggest worry that I kind of had.
You know, rest easy. The good news is that most women you've harmed or hurt don't actually care enough to make lies about you or have some self-respect. So,
Or I would.
I think that says some good things about humanity.
Yeah, actually, and I do appreciate that. Actually, you know what? That was part of the. That was actually the impetus for. Oh, a lot of people don't know. Oh my god, a lot of people don't know why I made that tweet where I said, "Listen, I'm resetting my relationships with everybody. Everybody's on a clean slate going forward. If you f- up, then I will fuck you over. But otherwise, you know, we're cool." And part of that was because I'm pretty sure Max reached out to girls like Merrick and shit, and these other girls that I've had sexual relationships with that we definitely don't get along with anymore, and we've like fought fucking violently and shit now. Not violently, but like online and shit. And they decided not to like go full insane like false rape accusation. I'm like, you know what? That's pretty cool. I can respect that. So
yeah.
Yeah,
you have to imagine with the amount of power that a false accusation has. A lot of women, I mean, probably for their own sanity and their own stress levels, they don't want to do it. But also,
of course,
some self-respect of knowing they're not putting someone through something that they didn't do. So I don't know. I think that's always good. Like I've also been an asshole to like enough women, and I always think like it'd be so easy if you like went through my entire sexual history to be able to find somebody who might say something if you like coaxed them into it because they're mad. But it's never happened, and so I feel kind of grateful for that, for the fact that like most of the women I've actually met have been decent enough never to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It says something good about people, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, you should hit them up like, hey, listen, I know we don't talk anymore, but I appreciate.
Thanks for not accusing me of rape. You know, that's actually, you did me a solid there. Thank you. The bar's pretty low in my life for decent humans, so you know what, dude? I'll fucking take it. Okay.
That's facts. Do you? What are you gonna? Are you suing Lav?
I thought about it for like the rape truth, but the honest to God truth is that in the United States, suing anybody for criticizing a public figure is really, really, really hard. So I'd probably never get anywhere with it.
Yeah, and I think it'd probably make her happy to some degree.
I
think the only time she would feel stressed if it cost her husband his job or something.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think all of that would get dragged up pretty huge. Do you get discovery in civil cases? Does anybody know? Because it'd be really funny if I got to go through like her whole DM history and shit with people as part of like a court case.
At least I know when Gwyneth Paltrow got sued, they had to do some form of discovery and they had to fork over a bunch of stuff.
That would be really fucking funny. And then we finally get all the MrGirl DMs with her.
That's actually kind of based. You wouldn't be allowed to publish it or say anything about it though in public.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty sure that would be illegal.
There have been, I can't say who, but there have been people that have talked to me that have talked about how their companies have been involved with other companies in like major lawsuits, and that like the discovery phase is like fucking gold, that you get to peer into like the inner workings of some of these companies and see like what's going on behind the scenes and stuff. And I was like, damn, it surprised me that that would even be allowed, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty insane. Anything else, Captain?
No. I think that was pretty much all. Yeah, I also want to say this, bro.
Go.
I hope this deal is working out for you, making a lot of money. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I might be one of the few, but I feel like every time you're on a different platform, it's just harder for me to watch your streams.
Oh,
I think for your loyal core, like they can be able to follow you everywhere. But
we're working on updating the subreddit. Okay, people will learn, they'll adapt, or you know, fuck it. My kick deal is 3 months, and then I'll see how I'll reconvene after that. See how I feel. The Rumble one is a bit longer, but yeah.
Let me think about this. This is probably how I see it. You realize that most of your revenue is coming from posting YouTube videos, not necessarily stream.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So your thought is, I might as well sign these exclusive deals, go there, and still upload the content daily on YouTube, because it's like that's not going to hurt me, and I'm going to make extra money. Is that
basically, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you find? Oh, actually, I can't even ask you that because you're not going to fuck up your own brain.
Yeah, I'll whatever. Ask me. What is the question?
No, because be honest, okay, you're helping to almost start up some of these platforms. I don't think you can just say anything.
I can say whatever the I want to say. Of course I can.
So tell me about these platforms and the UIs.
Rumble. I think Rumble has like a decent backend, but the UI is a disaster. But that's like part of what I'm talking to them about in terms of like changing, because where the UI is at right now, it's not a competitive platform. But they've got a lot of like infrastructure set up that is probably the harder part. Kick's UI is better. A lot of it is like very similar in appearance to Twitch, which probably helps. It makes it feel familiar and everything, although they're still lacking in some areas as well. But I mean, it's a newer company, so I won't judge as harshly. I'll give them a few more months to figure some of their stuff out. Yeah.
Does considering how much effort he's putting into the platform, does Trainwrecks ever sleep?
I don't know. Hopefully.
Somebody sent me a meme of this guy. He's like the whole Twitter backend.
Oh,
Chief
okay.
director,
Oh, yeah.
communications editor. I was like laughing. Well, I get it. He's really tied to the platform and wants it to succeed. So that's something you got to do everything. Wow. Do you think these alternative platforms can take off? Be honest.
Rumble, I definitely think can. They've already made like really big acquisitions. They've already got like good infrastructure in place. Like they built out all their data or whatever. So it seems like it. I mean, it's a publicly traded company. They could raise a ton of money now. So I think Rumble definitely has potential to. Kick is definitely more of a wild card. Maybe they might, and maybe they completely won't. I think it's going to depend on whether they can scale out their infrastructure and make it profitable without solely relying on like Gamba money and shit. Whether or not they can do that is probably going to depend on how much talent they can acquire, how much of an authentic or an actual user base they can build on the site, and whether they can do that quickly before the costs outscale the desire to manage the project. That'd be my guess.
Outside of political commentators, why would anyone want to go to Rumble or Kick?
Well, that's what they're... Well, for Kick doesn't target political commentators. Kick is targeting like just streamers that want like better subsplits and stuff. That's like their market. I'm kind of a unique... Well, yeah.
So I can only see Kick really taking off if Twitch died. I think then I could see Kick.
Yeah, but that's kind of what... I mean, Twitch is making a lot of missteps, right? Every misstep Twitch makes is an opportunity for Kick to step in and do better, you know?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And then...
have you seen what kind of ads run on Rumble?
That's a lot.
I heard someone say that the AdSense per view is more on Rumble, but I'm curious what kind of advertisers are advertising on Rumble where they're doing so much, or is it just that it's not that they actually pay more per dollar? It's actually that Rumble is taking less of a cut of the ad money, and so the more is going to the creator.
It might be that they're taking less of a cut. I'm not sure, but they do have their own like advertising network built out and everything. A lot of it runs, I think, independently from AdSense and everything too. So. Okay.
And so, what have you seen any of these advertisers? Who are they?
I don't know. Go to my Rumble stream when I stream Rumble and watch the ads. But I think it's not like A-list ads or anything, right? Like they're definitely, it's like the Black Rifle Coffee people kind of, right? I think a lot of that.
Oh, let me look up what this is.
Like that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's actually
from a marketing standpoint. Everything I've heard about Rumble in terms of how it's running, like the kind of comments and things that people see there, pretty like crazy or wild. And so I imagine for a lot of companies, they just wouldn't want to be associated with that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, potentially. But I mean, like that's the plight of every alternative media platform, right? Is trying to get away from that really aggressive far right user base. Right? Yeah.
Okay, I see what this is. Black Rifle Coffee. Okay, I can definitely see that. Daily Beast kind of stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm curious.
But I mean, if they can build the user base, and they've told me some pretty crazy numbers, like 40, 50, 60 million monthly concurrent users, like, I mean, if they can continue to build out the user base and shit, then...
Who are some of the big names they have there? Like Alex Jones or something?
I don't know if Alex Jones does anything right now on the internet. Russell Brand is a really big guy. I think Steven Crowder streams over here. There were some Republican lawmakers that initially came over here. Oh my god.
Steven Crowder is on Rumble?
I think he is, yeah.
Exclusively?
I believe so. Could somebody tell me if I'm wrong on that?
Oh, shit.
Jimmy Dore, I think, is over here.
Russell Brand's still doing fantastic on YouTube. Good for him.
Yeah.
I was wild seeing this dude on like during the pandemic. Dude was like averaging 1 million views per video, dropping a video every day. The amount of money this guy is probably making from doing the whole YouTube stuff and doing live shows and going on tour now has got to be crazy.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, and AdSense dollars was pulling in anywhere from like $3 to $4 million a year, just in AdSense.
Yeah, it's a wild world we're in.
All right. Well, listen, it's good to hear from you, buddy. Hopefully everything keeps working out over there, and if it doesn't, we'll welcome you back to YouTube with open arms.
Wow, thanks.
So you can keep streaming for no dollars. How come they don't be donating you, bro? I see all these Twitch streamers, they get money from Twitch donos. How come you don't get Twitch donos?
What do you mean? Well, I'm not on Twitch, so I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, why don't you get YouTube donos? How come they don't come in as hard?
They do okay.
No, they don't. Tell the truth, bro. When I see Twitch streamers and they be on it and like motherfuckers are throwing money at them. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for the 30, 40 gifted presents, whatever. Why don't you be getting that on YouTube?
Oh, I don't like shout out donos as much. I don't f them. With my vibes, okay.
I feel like that's a lot of money they be throwing at them, right? Like 15 bits. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like money.
15 bits is like 15 cents, so that's not a lot of money, but...
Okay. So that's not something you want?
It
I
just
was curious about that. I be watching your streams. I don't be seeing many donos at all. Like, but then I watch Twitch streamers. They getting donos every 3 seconds.
I don't know. When I like turn on streams and everybody's like, "Oh, thanks for dono, thanks for dono, thanks for," it's like kind of annoying. Man. Fuck it. I don't like that shit. I don't care that much.
You don't think your fan base wants to throw money at you?
Yeah, I milk them in other ways. Okay, subscriptions, merchandise, shit like that. You know.
Okay, all right. I'm glad. Hopefully you get your money, brother. Have a good day.
Have fun. Be careful, bud.
Peace.